Ashleigh and I'm the Director of Operations at the McDougall team. Like most busy working moms, I get up super early. I get up around 5:30, and I get up early because I like to do yoga in the morning. It just kind of sets my mindset for the day because it's usually pretty chaotic after that. I then get myself ready, and then I have 2 boys, so if they're not up running around already, I go and wake them up, which can sometimes be a bit of a disaster. We come downstairs, we get breakfast, pack their lunch, get ready to leave for school. There's usually a few meltdowns that happen during that whole time. So after I do all that, we leave the house because I have to be at the office for 8 o'clock. So I drop one of my sons off at school, and then I drop the other one off at daycare. And then I definitely hit up McDonald's on my way into the office. As everyone knows, it's one of my guilty pleasures. I like to be in before everyone else gets in because I like to see what's going on for the day. The night before, who knows what happened? My inbox will be full of could be offers, appointments for Michael, lawyer correspondence I have to do, replying to clients, all sorts of stuff. So I usually check my email first, and then I check the calendar, and I like to see where all the agents are for the whole day, because they could be on showing appointments, they could be on listing appointments, we could have video shoots going on that day, there could be accountability meetings set up. So I just like to have an idea of what's going on before everyone comes in. So then Michael comes in, and him and I go through the day, and if any of you know him, he's got a million ideas running through his brain at once, and he's constantly throwing these at me. So I usually have to steer him back in the right direction of, okay, we need to focus on this thing first. And there are 8 of us in total in the office, so it is a lot to manage, but we always seem to get through a successful day at the office. After my work day is done, I go to my second job, which is mom and wife. So I go pick up the boys, bring them home, make dinner. As many of you working parents know, your evenings are usually busier than your day at work. So the whole evening is just usually a write-off. Bath and bed is always a fight at my house. And if my husband and I are lucky, we get an hour or 2 to ourselves after the boys go to bed to watch a couple shows, maybe some Billions, The Voice, Survivor, or a hockey game. And then you do it all again the next day. The way I find time to re-energize is my husband and I find it very important to plan date nights. So every few weeks we have our babysitter come over, and she just shows up on those days, and my husband and I go out. It's just very important for us to have like the one-on-one time, and it kind of brings you back to the fun times when you were first dating. It just keeps it super fresh and exciting with all the chaoticness that happens with work and children. Another thing that I love to do is I love to go for coffee or grab a drink or dinner with my girlfriends. As you get older, those times are few and far between, so it's just nice to reconnect with them as well and just have your girl time. Another thing that my husband and I and my boys love to do in the summer is go to the cottage and the trailer on the weekends, go boating and fishing and just kind of relax. It's just like really nice to end the week that way and then start it all over on Monday. And probably the last but the biggest thing is travel. My husband and I plan out years in advance of where we want to go over the years, and we just plan it out and we do it, we make it happen. So I started working with Michael in 2012 as a part-time admin assistant, and I was working 9 to 1 Monday to Friday, and the 2 of us worked in this tiny little 8x10 dark little dingy office together. So to see where we've come in such a short amount of time is just amazing. Early on, Michael and I sat down in my career, and he kind of just laid out where his plan was going for his business. And I was like, okay, I want to be your office manager one day. Like, you want that to happen, you want to have a business and you want to have a team, I want to manage it. And here we are 5 years later, and it happened. So I just think it's very important to have goals and write them down, because you will achieve them if you have them. I absolutely love my job. There's not just one favorite part of it. I love the fact that I was able to help create so much of who we are in our team. All the roles now that are admin roles, I once did, and I helped create the systems for those roles. And I just love the fact that I was able to be a part of that. I love our accountability meetings with our team members and our agents. I love keeping everyone on top of their goals. I think it is super important to have goals and to achieve them, so I really love that aspect of my job as well. I love hiring and looking for new talent as well. We have a really insane hiring process on our team, and I think that we just look for just the best people to work to work with. Another thing I love about my job is that I am able to work in the city that I live in and that I grew up in. Actually, Michael and I both went to high school together at O'Neill, so we've known each other for a very, very long time. And I guess that leads into the last thing I love is just, I love every single person on our team. I think we have a great group of people and we just mesh really, really well. The person that has inspired me most to be the person that I am today is my mom. She is a single mom and she has the craziest work ethic that I have ever seen in my life. I think at times she was working 3 jobs at one point and being a mom, so 4 jobs in total. Just insane, and it instilled at a young age to me how important it is to have a good work ethic and to work hard to have a great life. And that's my life. Peace.